How many times have you stood in front of the mirror and asked yourself, why am I not seeing results yet? You do the workouts, follow the tips, maybe even count your calories, but still something feels missing. Here's the truth most people never say out loud. It's not just about how many push-ups you do. It's about how badly you want to become the person you say you are. See, we live in a world obsessed with shortcuts. Everyone wants the perfect number, 20 push-ups a day, 50, maybe 100, but the real question is this. When you hit the floor, what are you pushing against? Is it gravity, or is it your excuses? Is it your limits, or is it the version of you that keeps settling for average? You don't need another fitness hack. What you need is a reason that drags you out of bed when your muscles ache, a reason that tells you to drop down and do one more rep when no one's watching. Because building muscle isn't just about size, it's about proving to yourself that you can follow through, that when things get hard, you don't quit, you adapt, you get stronger, you rise. Every push-up is a decision. A small one, maybe, but done consistently. Those small decisions change everything, not just your body, but your mindset, your confidence, your belief in yourself. That's the real reward. That's why this matters. Because if you can master this one act of self-discipline, you start believing that maybe, just maybe, you can take on everything else life throws at you. Think about it. When you drop to the ground and start pushing, no one's cheering. There are no lights, no applause, just your heartbeat, your breath, and that voice in your head telling you to stop. That's where the battle is won, not in a gym full of machines, but in those quiet moments when you choose effort over ease. When you say, this rep matters, this one counts, too many people wait for motivation to show up before they act. But the ones who truly transform, they act first. And let motivation catch up, they don't count push-ups. They count moments of grit, moments where the pain builds and they keep going anyway, and over time something incredible happens. Their body changes, yes, but something deeper changes too. Their identity shifts. They stop being someone who tries and become someone who does. That's the power of consistency, not perfection, not doing 1,000 reps in one day, just showing up every single day even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, because that's when growth happens, not just muscle growth, but personal growth. And the stronger you become on the inside, the easier it is to carry everything else in your life. This isn't about fitness anymore. This is about who you're becoming. Are you becoming the type of person who keeps promises to themselves? Are you becoming someone who can be trusted with their own goals? Someone who doesn't flinch when life pushes back. You want to know how many push-ups a day will actually help you build muscle. Here's the truth. Do enough to make it count, enough to challenge your limits. Enough to feel uncomfortable and then keep going, not just today, but tomorrow and the day after, because that's when change begins, when it stops being a workout and starts becoming a lifestyle. And if you're still here, still listening, then maybe something inside you is ready. Ready to stop asking how many and start asking how far can I go. Maybe you're tired of starting over, tired of giving up after a few days, tired of pretending that one day it'll just happen. It won't. You have to make it happen, and it starts with one choice, one push-up, one step toward the future you know you're capable of living, because you weren't made to be average. You weren't born to stay the same. That fire you feel right now, that hunger, that's your reminder. You already have what it takes. You just have to use it. Stay till the end, because this is more than just about push-ups. This is about rewiring how you see yourself. It's about becoming unstoppable, not someday, but today. And by the time this ends, you'll know exactly what to do next to take your power back. Keep going. Your future self is watching. And now that you've decided to take control, let's get one thing clear. Push-ups still work. In a world obsessed with fancy equipment and high-tech routines, it's easy to overlook the power of simplicity. But the truth is, some of the most effective changes in your body come from mastering the basics. Push-ups don't just build muscle, they build grit. They force you to engage everything, your chest, shoulders, triceps, core, even your mind, and the best part, you already have everything you need. No gym. No excuses, just your body, your will, and the ground beneath you. People overcomplicate progress. They chase programs, trends, and overnight results. But muscle doesn't care about hype. It responds to stress, to resistance, to challenge. It grows when you demand more from it, when you push it past comfort, and that's exactly what push-ups do. Start with what you can handle, 10 reps, maybe 20. Your number doesn't matter, your effort does. Because when you do those reps with control, with focus, with intention, you trigger real change. And yes, science backs this up. Studies show that body weight resistance, done consistently and progressively, can stimulate muscle growth, especially for beginners and even for advanced athletes who understand how to challenge their bodies. Push-ups target compound muscle groups. That means you're not just building isolated strength. You're building real-world strength, the kind that translates into better posture, better movement, and more confidence in your body. But let's be honest, most people don't fail because of bad information. They fail because they underestimate the power of showing up. They think if they're not doing 100 reps or following a perfect plan, it's not worth doing. That mindset is the enemy, because here's the reality: 10 push-ups done daily will always beat 0 done perfectly. Consistency beats intensity when intensity can't be sustained. This is where discipline becomes your advantage. Not motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is built like a muscle, rep by rep. Every day you show up, you reinforce the identity of someone who doesn't break promises to themselves. That's far more powerful than any single number of push-ups. That's how real transformation happens. So what's the right number for you? It's the number that pushes you, the number that makes your arms shake, your breath deepen, your mind scream stop, and then you do one more. You don't need to match anyone else. You need to beat who you were yesterday. Maybe that means starting with 15 and sticking with it for a week, then increasing to 20, then 25. You grow by doing just a little more than what's comfortable. Over time, those tiny improvements become undeniable results, and don't just go through the motions. Quality matters. A well-executed push-up is a full-body experience. Your core should be tight, your back flat, your movement controlled. When you do it right, even 10 reps can light your muscles on fire. That burn, that's progress speaking to you in a language your body understands. Here's something else no one talks about: the psychological power of push-ups. Every time you drop down and commit, you're proving to yourself that you're capable, that you're willing, that you're done making excuses. That daily act, however small, starts to change how you see yourself. You stop being someone who's trying to get fit and become someone who trains, someone who takes action. That mental shift alone can change your entire life. And once that switch flips, it doesn't stop with push-ups. You start making better choices everywhere. You carry yourself differently. You speak with more certainty. You handle setbacks with more resilience. Why? Because every day you've been reinforcing the belief that you're not someone who gives up. You're someone who finishes what they start. So keep it simple. Show up, put in the reps, track your progress, not just with numbers, but with how you feel: stronger, sharper, more alive, because the reward isn't just the muscle you build. It's the pride you feel when you look in the mirror and know, I did this, I earned this. I didn't wait for the perfect moment. I created my own momentum. If you're still listening, it's because something inside you is done waiting. Something inside you is ready to rise, so don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect day. Drop down, do the work, and remind yourself that strength isn't found, it's built day by day, rep by rep. You already have what you need. Now all that's left is to use it. Every push-up you do is more than just a movement. It's a message to your future self that says, I'm not giving up on you. That's what makes it powerful. Not the number, not the pace, but the intention behind every rep. You're not just working out, you're keeping a promise. You're writing a contract with the version of you that refuses to settle for less. Think about who you want to become: strong, disciplined, unstoppable. That version of you doesn't exist in some distant dream. That version is built right here, in the moments no one sees, in the quiet mornings when you drop to the floor and do the work, in the evenings when you're tired but you push anyway. That's where transformation lies: in the uncomfortable, in the consistent, in the decision to keep going. And that future you, they're not waiting for you to be perfect. They're waiting for you to start and to keep going when it gets hard, because it will get hard. Your arms will burn, your chest will feel tight, your thoughts will scream for you to stop. But every time you rise from the ground, stronger than you were before, you silence the doubt. You quiet the fear. You prove to yourself that strength is earned, not given. This is how warriors are built, not in loud gyms or under bright lights, but in bedrooms, garages, parks, any place where someone decides they're done being average. Done negotiating with weakness, done pretending tomorrow is a better time to change. You don't need a spotlight to become great. You just need to move every single day, one more rep, one more commitment kept. This is about more than muscle. It's about reclaiming your power, about choosing growth over comfort, because every time you push yourself, you build more than a body. You build belief, and belief is what fuels everything else. You don't need external motivation when you carry conviction inside you. You don't need anyone's permission to become what you already are deep down, capable, focused, and ready. So start treating every push-up like a ritual. A declaration that says, I'm not going back to who I used to be. I'm not giving in to laziness or fear. I am becoming something stronger, something sharper, something more resilient than I've ever been. And I don't need a gym membership or perfect conditions to do it. I just need a floor, a reason, and a refusal to quit. Progress might be slow. Some days you'll do less than you hoped. Some days your energy will drop, your pace will fall off. But those days still count because you showed up, and showing up is the seed of every success story. The difference between those who change and those who stay the same isn't talent or genetics. It's persistence. It's the refusal to skip the small steps that build greatness over time. And here's something most people never realize. Your next push-up could be the one that shifts everything, not because of what it does to your body, but because of what it proves to your mind. That you can do hard things, that you are capable of effort without reward, work without applause, that you are the type of person who follows through. And once you truly believe that, there is nothing you can't accomplish. There's no secret number, no perfect routine, no magic timeline. There is only action and the choice you make right now. Will you scroll past this and go back to your comfort zone, or will you take this energy, this fire, and use it? Will you prove that you're not just inspired, but ready, because your future is watching? It's waiting for you to stop hesitating, to stop making excuses, to stop waiting for motivation and start generating it. From effort, from discipline, from the daily choice to keep moving forward no matter what. You are not powerless. You never were. You just forgot what it feels like to win small battles with yourself and stack them into something massive. So don't underestimate